excuse me. Hey y'all. Hey. Hey. How y'all doing? All right, let's get into this read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Scene. And today reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How you doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, 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 yes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to book a private reading with me to shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. Please keep in mind that this is a collective read. Everything is not going to resonate with you, okay? Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Now, I was in meditation and I was literally like a fly on the wall. This is going to be a very interesting reading tonight. Okay, so the channel message here is they slept with this family member for a reason. Okay. You have a toxic mother or toxic father that don't like you. Also a toxic sibling that don't like you. This toxic parent or this toxic unit work together to make you look like a certain way. And they wanted to do that especially by destroying your connections. So what this toxic mother or toxic father did here is that they intervened themselves along with a sibling of yours to get together with this ex that you were seeing at the time. This toxic parent really played this ex like a fool, like a fiddle. And the way that all of this is getting ready to kind of blow up in this ex's face here, they're not going to be able to show their face in town anymore. They're going to feel very, very, very... They won't feel trustful. They won't feel like they can trust anyone. They're going to feel very standoffish. They're going to feel very flabbergasted that this so-called toxic mother or toxic father that you warned them about, you told them to stay away from them. You told them that they didn't mean you any good, which is kind of funny because this toxic mother, toxic father didn't like you at all, right? Hey, Nidra, they didn't like you at all. And they tried to destroy your life. So if a toxic parent can go that far in trying to destroy your life, why would this toxic ex think that they will be exempt or that nothing bad will happen to them? This is how this toxic parent was able to get this person to kind of fall right into their trap, and they did. So the toxic parents played your ex like a fool, or more so like a fiddle. The toxic parent, first off, got this sibling to go against you. There was a sibling rivalry. And any person that you may have liked growing up, you may have noticed that, let's say you had like if you are, whatever, let's say you had a crush on someone and your sibling was aware about that. What would happen is eventually you'll say, oh, I like this person, or I think this person is cute, or I think this person is pretty, whatever the case may be. And then maybe a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months later, you're seeing the person that you had a crush with is actually hanging out or talking with your sibling here. So your sibling never wanted you to be in a very high vibrant connection or just any type of like a good connection to begin with. So what they did here was that this toxic mother, toxic, let's just say toxic family here, use a sibling or another person of the family dynamic here to sleep with your ex. How did they get this to work? So they basically, they did this on purpose because they noticed that the ex that you were connected to at the time may have had money or was very, always had access to money. and they did not want you to benefit from this ex's money. So they placed the sibling here in front and pushed you to the back, and they started to get this ex to more so turn their eyes or their gaze towards this sibling here. It was successful. Okay, so this ex did sleep with this sibling here. And for some of you guys, some of them have a baby together, some of them don't. So take it how it resonates, okay? But now that all of the gaze or the eyes is on this ex here, and this mother figure or father figure is going to use this information as a form of extortion or more so blackmail in regards to this ex here to railroad them into basically messing up their life, basically here, okay? You warned this person about this mother or father. Yes, you did. You warned them, you warned them, you warned them. You told them to stay far away from them, and they did not listen to you. They didn't. And they fell right into the trap here. And if there's a child involved, there's a lot of mess surrounding this child too. They may have been trying to hide either the paternity of this child, or they were hiding the mother of the child as well. So however it resonates. But if there was a child involved, they were hiding it from you so that way you wouldn't be aware as to what was going on here. Yeah, look, fertility. We're going to look at rabbits as a form of fertility, right? Because when rabbits make babies or have babies, it's very rapidly or very quickly, right? And I feel like this happened very quickly here. Yeah, this ex feels like they're in a lot of trouble. They feel stuck, or they feel like they kind of hung themselves. And then we also have the moon here. A mother figure may have done this towards your ex. So the ex is now having an aha moment where the light bulb is now starting to come about, and they're having a different perspective, and they're realizing that they feel very manipulated, or they feel stuck by the decisions that they made here. It could be a Leo, and it has family. Your family, or the karmic family that you were with, they set up your ex. We have trickery here, we have family, and we have Leo. The family was able to get into this ex's ear to get them on board to go against you here, and they were very successful to the point where they were actually successful in getting this ex to sleep with a sibling or a family member of yours here, and it just opened up an even bigger can of worms. Thank you. It was all for money, because this ex here could have been very flashy when it came to their finances or money here, and that it basically was a disadvantage to them, because again, this person was very flashy, and the flashiness is what drew this toxic mother or toxic father in to do this thing here, and they really feel like they made a big mistake. This ex here, this ex is going through a lot. They could be trying to take this ex to court, again, however it resonates. For this child here, there's an arguing and fighting over this child, over the validity as to if this child is theirs or not, and it is. The subconscious is here. Thank you. The subconscious is here. Man, they're not taking it well. Yeah, they're trying to hide the story. Stories in reverse. Yep, they're trying to hide the story in regards to what happened or what took place, but they can't hide it because it's out in the open. This ex thought that this ex knew what they were doing, of course, and they wanted to more so make you feel some type of way if you were to find out that they were sleeping with a family member. I don't know how y'all reacted to it, but how I'm feeling collectively, I don't feel like it really bothered you as much, or you may not have said anything, you may have been aware, but you kind of kept it to yourself or so. And they were looking for a specific reaction out of you to learn, or once you found out what was going on, and they didn't get the response that they were looking for. But the whole family was in on it in regards to railroading your ex here. So they got the ex to get away from you. They got the ex to sleep with a family member. And they also got the ex to speak bad about you, to try to railroad you in your life, in court, and things of that nature. This ex is not doing well at all. No communication, and they feel stuck. They can't come to you because you warned them. You're not going to answer the phone. You're not going to reach out to them. You're not going to pick up for them because you see it for what it was. They didn't listen, so now they have to go through this. They're trying to reach out to this karmic parent here, karmic family members, and they're not answering. They're not reaching out to this person. So this person feels alone. They feel isolated. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? This is what they instructed this ex to do towards you, to isolate you, to make you stuck, to breadcrumb you, to not give you any conversation, to not communicate with you. And the same thing that this person either did or tried to do to you is happening to them now. Don't pay to be evil. I keep saying it. And there's an STD involved here. The plot twist here is that the sibling that you lived with or were raised with or family member here, they have an STD. Your ex got the STD from your sibling. Your sibling is out there, gardening tool. They love sex. Excuse me. This family member here, this toxic family member loves sex. And they slept with this ex here, and this ex got the STD. This is why this ex was banking on hoping to come back to you to sleep with you, because this ex really want to be with you more than they were with that either family member or that sibling here. But this sibling is like really outside. They're for the streets. They have a lot of hood rat mentality. They're suffering in silence because now they're having an aha moment. They're like, what did I do? Oh my God. Like you ever sit with yourself for some time and you're sitting in hermit mode, and then all of a sudden you have like oh my God, like an epiphany in that kind of way? This ex is having this epiphany because they are being forced to kind of sit with themselves, to rewind or review all of the decisions or all of the actions that they took, or more so all the choices that they made. This sibling could also be domestically violating this ex here. So this sibling or family member could be actually putting their hands on your ex here, or the ex that you were connected to. And they're so confused. Yeah, wow. Family use candle magic here to make this ex very confused in regards to how they wanted them to perceive you or see you. They wanted the ex to look at you as a form of a liar. Yeah. My God. Now they're stuck and they have anxiety because you're fully aware of the hidden agenda. Shocking message. You know too many intricate details as to what they have done towards you here. Now everybody is pooping bricks with hidden agenda here. You are fully aware of the hidden agenda, which is very shocking here. Yeah, this family don't like you at all. They don't like you. It could be a Capricorn that's going through karma, extreme karma right now for the decisions that they made. But these family members don't like you. This is actually going to work in your favor, or work out in your favor here, because you're able to move forward while everybody is kind of like falling, or like, what's the word? Spiraling out of control. Jail is here. Damn. This is some crazy stuff. I'm hearing, how could you do this to me? There's a child involved here. Yeah, that they're hiding from you. The family dynamic is hiding this child from you because this child belongs to your ex or with your ex. Could be a Taurus. So it's a family member that's a Taurus here, or you could be the Taurus, however it resonates. But I'll say a low vibrational Taurus that could be hiding a child or don't want you to be aware. That's why prayer is in reverse and burnt out. Burnt out is upright. They're praying in reverse, or more so praying on your downfall, but they're being burnt out by what they're praying for, if that makes sense. Your family is reckless. Man, look. It says secret lover. Either the sibling or the family member within the family dynamic is a secret lover of your ex. And they bullying this person now because they don't want this person to come towards you. The ex here is trying to figure out how they can come towards you to bury the hatchet or have a conversation. You're not going to have a conversation with that person. They know that this person wants to come back and be with you, so they did this on purpose to use this as a form of extortion or a form of blackmail, so that way this ex can't come to you at any point in time here. Dark energy. Sudden changes are happening. You are intuitively picking this up. This is just confirmation for whoever this resonates with, but you're getting strong confirmation that you're getting a lot of intuitive nudges, and it's causing some sudden changes, or your intuitive nudges is allowing you to see things in a different way and is causing changes in a positive way for you, but not for them. Somebody from California. I'm here in Fresno. It could be a Leo. Okay, so far we have Leo, we have Taurus, and we have Capricorn. It could be however it resonates, but the ex here is separated from this family dynamic, or more so separated from this Leo here, because they realize just how treacherous this family dynamic is. We have illegal activity and we have fake empress here. The fake empress could be either the Leo, the Taurus, or the Capricorn, however it resonates. But someone here is considered a fake empress that we're dealing or delving into illegal activity. And we'll say the illegal activity here is trying to get this ex to take the fall for trying to hurt you. But as I mentioned before, the basis or the origin of all this stems from the toxic family that you lived with. Yes, devil in disguise. Yep, they railroaded them. They sure did. And they didn't believe it. The message is coming. Yep. Sure did. You sent them lots of messages. You sure did. And it wasn't successful. They didn't believe you. Yeah, we have tower moments and sneaky. I told you there's a pregnancy here, bruh. Yep, there's a pregnancy here. Yep, sure is. And this sibling or family member or family dynamic here was very unloyal to you and made you the rival of them. They wanted you to rival against them and also this ex. They wanted you to be very impulsive. And it didn't work because you don't care. Yes, they're hiding a child. Yes. Yes, they are. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Somebody's making Kool-Aid, or you may like Kool-Aid. So it's like this family dynamic is threatening this ex. If you come back towards the collective or you try to hatch it out or reconnect with this collective, we're going to release all that you have done. So they have a lot of evidence, or more so extorted evidence or blackmail evidence to railroad this ex here. And this ex feels very stuck. They feel stuck because they feel like that if they talk to somebody, they're going to have to be honest in regards to what they have done, not only towards you, but to themselves. So this is why they feel stuck. They feel stuck within their mental state because they don't feel like that they can open up. And the guilt is making them tilt, so the guilt is making them sick. Somebody made raspberry, like a raspberry cake, or you could be eating a raspberry muffin or a raspberry tart, something with like some kind of pastry or bakery here, okay? But this is what they manifested. This is what they manifested. This ex was talking about you, or you ain't nothing, and you ain't this, and you ain't that, and I can do better than you, and da-da-da-da. Okay. They didn't do better than you. They did worse than you. But they're so smart, they're dumb. Yeah, that's what the narcissist, I can get better than you, and I can this, and I can that, and I can run circles around you. Okay. I can get better than you. Okay. Somebody lying because they did not. They got worse than you. See? Too good to be true. Yep. We have sexual deviant here. Man, secrets. Yes. They specifically taught or pushed this sibling or family member here to come on to this ex. To like subtly come on to this ex. And this sibling has not only a mental illness, they have an STD with bad luck and a child born out of lust. Not love, lust. Yep, psychic is here. That'll be me. Hey y'all, psychic is here. I'm giving you guys the news. Dreams come true. You may have been wondering why this person was very standoffish here. And even to the point, yes, they slept with this family member here. They were vetting or telling this family member that you don't need to be here. They got to get rid of you. They feel like you're taking up too much time or space. How are we going to be together if the ex is, if you, the collective, is still here around or just living? So they were really trying to plant seeds of destruction in this ex's head or mind to hurt you. That's why with ex number 2, this is how ex number 2 was involved, because ex number 1 couldn't do it. So ex number 1 recruited ex number 2 to do the dirty work for them. See how everything's coming full circle? How the story just all coming in, and every piece of the puzzle is just being placed where it needs to be. Look, High Priestess, because the ex didn't want you to be aware that they slept with the family member, because if you were aware, this is their perspective as to how they thought you would have reacted. If they thought that you would have found out that what they have done, they thought you would have been crying and fighting and arguing, oh my God, and you didn't do anything like that. Also, they didn't want the secret to come out because that's going to look really bad on their character and also their reputation. And they didn't want people to know that they're really moving very slimy in regards to what they did with the family dynamic. So instead of you being here and being like a witness, it'll be best if they get rid of you, keep this ex onto them or hold this ex to them, but they needed the ex to get rid of you. So again, this is why they had extortion or blackmail evidence, just in case if something go awry, everything will fall on the ex number 1. So ex number 1 is not doing well at this moment. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords and the Judgment. It's not looking good at all. It's not. It's not at all. Man. That's the confession. 7 of Swords. They got caught red-handed. The family dynamic got caught red-handed, and this ex as well too. Now they feel like that they're stuck with the Chariot. They feel like that they can't move forward because everything is out. This is why this ex slept with this family member here. A father was aware of this, or a Leo was aware of this. Strong Leo. Strong Leo. But a father, yes, a mother and father. Moon is mother, sun is father. The sun and the moon, a mother and father was aware. Man, we have the Hangman. Yes, they sacrificed the ex. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. especially if you have a child with this person. For the ones that resonate with this part here, that's what they did, because they looked at it as such. Like, if you have a child or kids with this person here, they're looking at that person as energy, as a form of source. They know that you hold the ultimate source, but they know that they can get close to you if the ex is close to you. They needed the ex to get close to you to receive good news, but good news is in reverse. They wanted to take or siphon or take your energy from you, so that way they can capitalize over it or from it. And it didn't work in that way. We have the Three of Pentacles here. They work together. And wow, Five of Cups. Yes, Five of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. They're disappointed despite them working in a team-like setting or a team working setting. Now everyone is going to be up in arms, because everyone is aware in regards to what this toxic family did towards you. This toxic family wanted you out of here, but they didn't know how to do it. So they recruited either the sibling or a other family member here to sleep with this ex, talk good nothing in this ex's ear while they're being intimate, and then persuade or groom this ex to come towards you to harm you. So if anything was to happen to this ex, if this ex feels pre-transitional, and they do, the family dynamic will be responsible for this person untimely demise. Because it's like they drove this person to do this based on what they did to this person. It's like a Romeo and Juliet story. Ten of Wands. I don't understand. You told them to stay away from the family. You said they're not good. They don't even treat you right as a collective, generally speaking. No, they wouldn't do that to me. Okay. If they can do that to their own so-called blood, what makes you think you exempt? Karmic, you not exempt. They're not exempt. Oh, well. Maybe they'll learn this time. But this family has, I can't say this word, they have soil on their hands, if you catch my drift. Like if you cut yourself and you get, I don't want to say that word, but they have like soil on their hands, if you catch my drift. They have dirt on their hands. You left all that behind. When I say this whole thing is falling apart, everything is falling apart, everything is in shambles, baby, everything is in shambles here. It ain't looking good for that whole group, because now everybody understands, like, yo, your family really did that to you? Yep, they sure did. They set this ex up, but the ex took the fall, or they took the bait. And the ex can't get off easy because they were relentless in trying to harm you. This ex was relentless in trying to harm you, so they're not getting off scot-free. This is going to be a big scandal. This is going to be all over, child. Shade Room, Internet, CNN, all them people's, child. All them news people. This is really big. It's like you can see the title such as like huge betrayal by Collective's family, whatever your name is, insert your name, or something like the plot and twist of the ex and family, or something like that. It's really big, really big. And you crack the code with the Eight of Cups and you let it go. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, well, shoot, I ain't gotta deal with that. You warned them. They didn't take heed for that. They didn't take heed to the advice that you gave to them. And you just walked away. With the Three of Swords here, you let it go. You let it go. You released it. Yep. You release all of them. And now the world is here. So now that the world is basically in your hand and you can create whatever you want to create, they're arguing and fighting behind the scenes with the Five of Wands. They're arguing and fighting behind the scenes here. Yep, they're stuck in the past with the Six of Cups. The ex can't really come and say anything because if they do, they'll incriminate themselves. The family can't come and say anything to you because if they do, they'll incriminate themselves. Everybody has to stay away from you. No one has access to you, and that is the way Spirit set it up. Yeah, it changes. Damn. This ex really thought that this family was going to look out for them, which is really odd, but whatever. We have message of concern and lovers. Here's the man. All right, hold on, Spirit. Okay, because you just rambling real quick. Hold on. We got message of concern and we have lovers with the family room here. That's the secret. You know, family rooms hold secrets, right? It's a big message of concern in regards to who the two lovers were amongst this ex and this family member here. And that's a concern. A mature woman, yes. A mature woman did it here. Coffin is here. Message. If this mature woman is responsible. This mature woman, this mother figure, elder figure here, is responsible for this person's untimely. And this is why this mature woman could be concerned. Because despite them not answering the phone calls of this ex is losing their mind. And they have, I'm telling you, this mature woman has soil on their hands. This will be the mother figure in the family. They have soil on their hands. High honors in reverse. They were expecting you to do that to self because they were sending pre-transitional spells to your mind for you to harm yourself. That's what they were expecting or anticipating. Yep. Damn. That's what they thought that you were. They thought you would have lost your mind, that this ex was running around on you and fooling off on you. No, you don't care. You don't care. You're not in any grief. You don't care. Yeah, you don't care. Hey, Ashley. Hey, sis. Yeah, you don't care. Grief is in reverse, but that ex is grieving because of the adversity that they placed themselves in with regret. Yep. The reason why this mature woman is going to get caught up if this person do this here is because his ex is reaching out to them to call, and they're reaching out to them to talk to them in regards to what this mature woman set them up with or how they set them up. And this mature woman is not answering the phone. And they're going to be in a lot more trouble if this person do this, and this person may. It's bad. It's bad. Look, love is in reverse. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. They didn't have any discipline. They knew this ex was very sexually. They had a big sexual appetite. They would do it with anybody. They didn't care who it was. They needed that. And this parent knew that and took advantage of this person. I mean, there's a child involved. The community is now being aware that they're hiding a child from the community, but the child looks just like the ex. They could, wow, wow. Whoa, the plot thickens. Wow. They called the cops on this ex. Public servant or civil servant. They made false reports to the police in regards to, wow, in regards to this ex, because this ex have been calling, blowing up their phone, texting them, emailing them, and they're not responding. So they're using that as leverage, as a form of that the ex is stalking them, harassing them. Sounds familiar? Don't that sound familiar to you? Wasn't that the same thing the ex was doing towards you? Damn. Yeah, detective, there's a detective involved. Or you're using your detective skills to figure out things, to unveil things. I'm telling you, it was a lover. It was your ex-lover. It was your ex-lover. Huh. Your family very wicked. They wicked. They're despicably wicked. That's what they are. I'm telling you, betrayal. Betrayal. This is betrayal of the year. My God. This ex is drinking themselves. Drinking themselves into an early, pasture. I'm hearing Smart Guy. Remember that show Smart Guy with Taj Mowry? He's the brother of the twins of Tia and Tamara Mowry. He had his own show called Smart Guy. That's what I'm hearing. He's a smart guy. Smart guy. Smart. That's what I'm hearing. Smart guy. It's a mother figure. A mother. A motherfucker. A mother is what this mother is. I'm also hearing Kim Possible. Kim Possible was on Disney Channel. I believe that was a cartoon. I'm also hearing That's So Raven. And this ex is trying to repair it with you. But they're coming back towards you with half lies that nothing happened. They didn't do anything wrong to you, but you see right through everything. When I said the bacchanal stink, and a bacchanal means like gossip, like drama, bacchanal, it stink. I said I was going to be a fly on that wall in meditation, and I sat in meditation for a good 3 hours today, this afternoon. I said, my God, I said, I can't wait to come back online and give this tea. This is tea. My God, this must be bourbon. This ain't even tea. This is bourbon. This ain't tea. This is bourbon. Or some Casamigos, because God damn. This is Casamigos, okay? It's nothing in here, but you catch my drift, right? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Ain't that what Michael Jackson asked? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Oh, you've been hit by a smooth criminal. JB, I don't think Annie okay after this. I'm just being for real. Okay, Annie not okay. We got purification. Somebody named Annie or Anna. Could be a Gemini. Gemini's right here where my thumb is. Communication. This ex is really trying to reach out. Love is in reverse. Libra is here. Yes, the whole community is learning about the wisdom in regards to how foul-footed this whole family is towards you. You're not the only person they did this to. We have wisdom and divination, could be a Scorpio or a Leo. Strong Leo. Strong Leo. I don't know how many times Leo came out. Strong Leo. But the wisdom and divination here is that this is not the first time or the first rodeo in regards to the parent or the family dynamic doing this towards other people within their circle. So let's say this mom and dad have friends. They did that to their connection. So if the mom and dad have a friend and they're connected to a lover or they're married, the mother or father will work together to destroy their friends' connections. So this is why this mother never could keep friends. Sure, you don't speak to that person anymore, this and that. Something like, oh, they're jealous of me. I don't want to this. They didn't give the right answers here. This mother figure or father figure is very, very, very rotten to the core. Very rotten to the core. Yes, memories in reverse. This is a strong Leo. They don't want you to remember anything. And even if you did remember things, they would try to turn or redirect the conversation by saying, I don't know, you don't know what you're talking about. That's not true. That never happened. Something like that, to get you to kind of like scramble what you do remember. Because memory is in reverse, but wisdom is upright and is both Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. So my name could be Leo, Leonardo DiCaprio. Maybe Leonardo DiCaprio is your favorite actor. I feel like I'm out of breath, like trying to run away from this. Victories in reverse. Could be an Aries. This ex is, they're soiling their pants because TikTok won't let me be great. So I have to be, they're soiling their pants. We have Aquarius in reverse. Wholeness is in reverse. It's not okay at all. But this ex has to learn, you warned them, collectively, generally speaking, stay away from the family. You told them, stay away from them. No, no, no. Okay. Look how deep they're in. They're really in too deep, like they're LL Cool J. Look how deep they're in this. Way too deep. And this ex really thought that they were like hot stuff, or they thought that they walked around like if their stuff don't stink. You had a gut feeling toxic love. Yes, you knew. Yep. Damn, you knew. Sucks to be them. Controlling. They wanted the ex to control you. They wanted the ex to control your finances. They wanted the ex to control your sexual appetite. They wanted the ex to control your mind. They wanted the ex to control every part of you, and it didn't work. But they were able to control the ex's mind, and you divorced this person. Yes, when you realized that things were off, before they started to sleep with this family member here, you realized that something was off with this ex here. You couldn't put your finger on it at the time, but you did realize that they tried to start, they were a fire starter with you. They could be a fire sign, or you could be the fire sign, but they were starting a lot of things with you. And you're like, what's wrong with you? It was always arguing and fighting because they felt guilty in regards to what they did towards you. Yep, in the shadows. Yep. So now this ex is looking for help to see how they can get out of this burden, because everybody disconnected from them. Everybody. Yes, everybody, including you, Cold-blooded and avoidance, case of the ex. Smooth talker. This parent or family member was a smooth. So the ex thought they were a smooth talker. They thought, but when they started to connect with the family dynamic that that you grew up with here, they're now realizing that the real smooth talker is his mother figure here. Yep, cyberbully. That push this ex to cyberbully. To cyberbully you here, to provoke you, because they wanted you to fight with them. And if they were successful in getting them to fight with them, well, then it would look like that they have permission to kind of put hands on you in that kind of way so they can harm you. Now this ex is making a big mistake because they have a grieving heart. They're realizing that they treated you like ish. Yep. But karma comes full circle. Whatever you do to another person, that another person's going to do to you. So if you don't want harm coming to you, don't do it to other people, because it's going to come back full circle, but just even 10 times harder or harsher. That's how karma is, a circle of life. It's a cycle. Let's say, and this is collectively generally speaking, if someone cheats and you keep cheating and cheating and cheating, and you finally want to settle down now, and you think you met the best person in your life, then they cheat on you, but they bring the heat even more. You be like, dang. But that's the karma, because initially the karmic started to cheat on you. They thought that they could be unscathed from karma. Okay. And then karma came back full circle, and the family dynamic that you warned them about to stay away from, that was the karma. So not only that, the sibling has an incurable STD. Everybody has this whole dynamic here. They're just very loose with their nether parts. That makes sense. Criminal record. Oh yeah. Thank you. Hey Ali, thank you. Criminal record. I mentioned earlier that they called the cops and they created false reports because, as I mentioned, so this is what the ex would have done to you at the time when you weren't aware or you weren't awakened to what they were doing. You may have called or texted them profusely, and they will completely ignore you and block you. Sometimes, like when they do that, you may get upset and be like, you ain't this, and you ain't, you be having your little text wars and stuff before you were fully awakened, right? And they did that on purpose because they wanted you to look like the aggressor. Now the shoe is on their foot, and they're trying to get communication from the family dynamic, and they're getting the same treatment that they did to you, but 10 times worse. Low vibrational. Where do you think they learned the game from initially? They learned it from the parent, the toxic parent, because the toxic parent taught them or taught them to do certain things towards you. Why would they not think that they wouldn't do it to them? Caught in the act. Yes, they're caught in the act. Man. Yes, because, man, you are awakened. You have awakened. Yep, you have awakened. Again, the big picture, initially, the toxic family that you lived with, they are the originator. Then you have the little lines. You have your ex, number one. They did all this extortion and blackmail. You need to do this and you need to do that because we need to get the collective out of here. We're going to pass the baton to ex number one, and we need you to do this towards the collective. They failed. You move forward, you disconnected from ex number one, you went to ex number two at the time. Ex that you were with ex number two, and since ex number one couldn't hurt you, couldn't harm you, and do things towards you, they then passed the baton to ex number two. So the family dynamic now is connecting or working in tandem with ex number one and also ex number two. And ex number one in the family is giving money and currency to ex number two, and ex number two couldn't do it either. I know that was a lot. I had to take a break. Thank you. Thank you, Enki. Thank you. That was a mouthful, but it makes sense. And the ex was calling you a scratching post or saying that you were a gardening tool because the parent or the family unit were telling them to say that about you, and it wasn't true. Yes, the ex tried to finesse you. Ex number one tried to finesse you based on what the family dynamic told them what to say or do towards you. It's a spiritual charlatan. This is very vicious lies and rumors, absolutely, which cause a ripple effect. Yes, this is why you needed to speak up, or you should speak up if you have not. I'm not forcing you. I'm just channeling what's coming out, okay? But checkmate. Checkmate. They were telling people that you were lazy. That's not true. We know that's not true, or else you wouldn't be in the position or the predicament that you're currently in a positive way. So we know that's not true. You're not lazy. We know that. It's very numbing to this ex. Very, very numbing. I'm hearing the sound of music. It was a musical back in the 70s, I believe. I don't remember that lady's name, but she was very like whimsical and very, I don't remember that lady name. I just hear the sound of music. That could be your favorite musical, your favorite movie. That's what I'm hearing. Though a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun, me a name I call myself, far a long, long way to run, so of needle full and thread, la, something, something, so I forgot how it goes, that'll bring us back to down. Baby. Fade away. What was her name? Julie Andrews? Okay, that was her name? Oh, man. Somebody watching Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? I'm also hearing Care Bears. There's the Care Bears countdown. Somebody watching that? A lot of 80 themes today. What else? Yeah, they were financially using you. Or I'll say the family dynamic did not want you to benefit from ex number one. So the family dynamic wanted to benefit from ex number one. So they initially needed you to separate from them so they can financially use ex number one. They use him as a pawn or her as a pawn. Yeah, it was all fear-based, but in reverse. And as I mentioned, you told them, you warned them about stranger danger. The family that you lived with was a stranger. They were a stranger danger, and they didn't listen. This ain't going to end well, yo. I'm sorry. This is crazy. What's this? Slow game. It's a slow game. So now this ex, both exes are going through some very harsh karma because they try to come up against you. What the main family realized to tell ex number one and ex number two was that you were protected. And of course they wouldn't know that because they didn't know you. So ex number one and ex number two are now experiencing it. They're experiencing homelessness because they cursed themselves. Yes, they did. They cursed themselves when they came up against you. The family dynamic cursed themselves when they came up against you. That's not even your real family, to be honest. But anywho, that's another story. They knew something was off, which is why they couldn't get any finances or money. When you were connected to ex number one at the time, they may have had money or finances. And the family dynamic knew that they had money. So they set up the ex to come towards you, to do something towards you, and they ended up cursing themselves. Yep. They ended up cursing themselves. Because that's not the main family didn't tell them anything about this. They knew something was very special about you, but they couldn't put their finger on it. This is the family I'm talking about. They couldn't put their finger on it as to what was protecting you. So if they're able to get another person that was close to you, but more so intimate on a sexual level, they felt that that would be their leeway or their gate to come in, or the crack to come in to destroy you or to harm you. Because they assumed that you were a late bloomer, right? They assumed, because the main family assumed, because they didn't teach you anything, you didn't learn anything from them, they thought that you weren't smart, or they thought that you were naive, or they thought that you were unintelligent. Extraterrestrial. And they're having moments where they're experiencing things that could be extraterrestrial. Oh, goodness. That's crazy how all these people's life is completely destroyed based on the lies and rumors and gossip about this family dynamic. I just mind blown. It's mind blowing to me that you allow another person with hearsay information. And the funny part about it is that this ex was with you or near you, or, you know, being with you. So they should know more about you because they were with you. Nope. They thought you were lying. Okay, whatever. They thought you were lying. Okay. Everything was about money. And it got even deeper. Some of you guys are older inheritance here. This is where the inheritance come in. When you had a grandmother, aunt, a cousin, whoever, however passed, but there was someone that also passed within the family dynamic that left you money here. In the family dynamic, the toxic family, the toxic mother or father were aware that another family member left you money, and this was even more reason as to why they needed this ex to get rid of you. But they use either the sibling or the other toxic, the other member of the toxic family here to come towards the ex to do this towards you. And you're going to get that back, so you ain't got nothing to worry about with success. You're going to get it back, so you're going to get the fun. You're going to get the fun, so you don't even have to worry about that. I don't know when. Please don't ask me when. I don't know. This is a collective read, okay? So this ex feels like their life is ruined because they didn't listen to you. Why no one laughing anymore? They don't find it funny, which is crazy to me. It's crazy. Not even a peep. Something about you, baby, that makes me want to give it to you. I swear there's something about you, baby, that makes me want. Keep it in the closet. And they sure did, child. They kept it in the closet, boo. They did. Ooh. Yeah, explain is in reverse. And this is why Spirit is blocking them from coming towards you, because Spirit knows that if they do, they're not going to explain it in full. They're only going to give you half and bits and pieces in regards to what they did to you. So it's like they're going to try to carefully come towards you with lies to make it stick, so that way you can have them re-enter, you can allow them to re-enter back into your life. Yep, the government is involved. The alphabet brothers and sisters, they involved. They sure is. This is a pretty big case. It really is. Because it involves slander, lying, blackmail, extortion, pre-transition, money, laundering. It's a lot. It's a traffic. It's a lot that this so-called family is into, child. And everyone is going to see. Everyone. Yep. Man. Family tree. Your family did this to you. Yes, they did. But to be honest, they betrayed themselves. They didn't really betray you. They betrayed themselves because it backfired. Yeah. Feel is in reverse. Who don't hear will feel. If that makes sense? They weren't feeling before. But now that they are, because like I said, this mother was in the lab. This mother was cooking up things in the lab, or were creating things in the lab. It don't have to be like an actual lab. This is more figuratively speaking. They were coming up with a plan, or they were devising a plan to do this towards this ex and towards you. Yep, and this ex ran with it. Yes, they did. Yep, they ran with it. They sure did. Thank you. Hey, Bill, thank you, boo. Thank you, baby. We have help in reverse. So now this ex is looking for help, and they're not gonna get it. They've been cut out because they did the job, but they didn't do the job. So they did the job in successfully breaking up the connection between you and them. The ex did. It didn't work because you're still here. So but you have learned. Yes, we have teacher and we have bell. So you're learning, and like classes in session, or you've learned all that you needed to learn about this here. We have water. You could be a water sign, or they could be the water sign. That is hearing about this. Yes. Yes, the scapegoat got scapegoated. Ain't that something? That's some, ain't no way, child. Ain't no way. It's war. Yep. This mother figure or family member turned this ex against you and made it war. Yes, they did. And while you were bickering and fighting with this ex here, the family member are in the back doing things to try to destroy your life. But no one is innocent in this. No one. It's too much overwhelming evidence. The whole city is going to know. The whole city will make an example, or they will be shown as an example in the whole city in regards to what they have done to you here. They all destroyed their life. You could be living in the South. You could live south of a city, south of a state, south of a country. South of a city, south of a state, south of a country, south of a border, however it resonates. But you can live in South something, okay? So like, for instance, I grew up in South Philly, so it could be like South Philly will be a city, or South Pennsylvania, or South California, or south of France, or south of Brazil, something like that. They live south, or you could be a Southerner. So however it resonates. They feel blackballed. This ex feels blackballed. Sister. And the sister brought a nice surprise. They brought an STD towards this ex. Something about you, baby, that makes me want to give it to you. And they gave it. I swear there's something up. They gave it and they gave it and they gave it. And they said, keep it in the closet. Do-do, 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 do-do. And while they keep it in the closet, you moving towards, it is a strong. I'm not talking about Tommy Strong from Martin, but it is a strong Leo. Leo. Strong Leo. Strong. You're in your North Node, or you're working towards your North Node, or you are traveling towards your North Node. The difference between North Node and South Node is that your North Node is that you've learned your lessons from your South Node. The South Node is where all of the karmic lessons are held. And it's up to you to learn these lessons so that way you can move from South to North. It's like you're starting at the bottom and you're working your way to the top. South Node from the bottom, you're working your way up to the ladder, North Node. Strong Leo. Very strong Leo. We have waxing crescents. Waning crescents. You can rest. Just watch it play out. You can rest. You don't have anything to worry about. You don't have empathy for this person. You're learning that this person is positive with their health. It's not well. They're not doing well. No reconnection will be had. They're positive, you are negative. If you went and got your test done, or you have not gotten your blood panels back from like your STD testing, it's going to come back negative. You're hearing through the grapevine. Yep, you sure are. You're hearing everything that is happening. I heard it through the grapevine. Honey, honey, hey, be my baby. Hey, hey, how did they find it? I don't know the lyrics. Somebody not doing well though. They venting. They venting, I'm sorry. This is my sorry for 2004. And I ain't gonna mess up no more this year. They sorry. They sorry. Hi, Yogi. Thank you. And they feel tricked. 555 people are watching me currently on YouTube. 555 represents change, numerology speaking. And they don't have the support anymore because they receive bad news. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Bing, boom. This is a southbound express train to Karmicville. The next stop, Karmicville. This is a southbound K train to Karmicville. We have Cancer. We got Gemini. Capricorn. Okay. We have Virgo, strong Leo, strong Capricorn, strong Taurus. Got Scorpio, strong Scorpio. Aquarius. Cancer. Taurus, strong Taurus. Taurus. Well, if that resonates with you guys, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will see you on the next one. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for being on the late night reads. Let me ask you before I disconnect from you guys. Do you guys like late night reads? Do you I'm going to still do my morning, but I'm still just kind of gauging you guys. Are you guys okay with me doing late night reads? Okay, perfect. Well, okay. I'm gonna just need a nap during the day, you know. But yeah, I got you. Okay, so I could do 2 reads a day. I sure can. Yeah, I could do that. All right. Okay. Also, I just want to make sure. Okay. All right. Okay then. Okay. Well, all right. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all of the tips, the donations, the shares, the love. Truly appreciate it. You are truly appreciated. Love, love, love to every one of you guys that's on the right side of things. You're so freaking awesome. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, TikTok. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you guys. Thank you. See you, YouTube, baby. To be a fly on the wall in meditation, baby. They learned that you're not the 2 or the 3. You're gonna always be the 1. Anyways, till next time. Love ya.